Involve you in my 2 a.m. mistakes. This ain't fair to no one. You know this isn't love. I hate that I'm a person that could mess with someone's chest. I only want you when I'm wasted, naked and afraid that all the doors are closed and I'll end up alone. I only call you when I'm faded. I'm sort of ashamed that I let you pull me close just to let you go. Let's call it what it is, fill in all the blanks. Let's not make it something, boy, when we're not anything. Cause I can't and I won't and I don't wanna lead you on. But I hate when my bed gets cold and I know it's wrong. At the end of the night when I'm feeling the liquor stall, I still call you and you don't argue. I only want you when I'm wasted, naked and afraid that all the doors are closed and I'll end up alone. I only call you when I'm faded. I'm sort of ashamed that I let you pull me close just to let you go. This ain't fair to no one. You know this isn't love. I hate that I'm a person that could mess with someone's chest. Ooh, no. I hate that I'm a person that could mess with someone's chest. I only want you when I'm wasted, naked and afraid that all the doors are closed and I'll end up alone. I only call you when I'm faded. I'm sort of ashamed that I let you pull me close just to let you go. I only want you when I'm wasted. I only want you when I'm wasted, naked and afraid that all the doors are closed and I'll end up alone. I only call you when I'm faded. I'm sort of ashamed that I let you pull me close just to let you go. I only want you when I'm wasted. In my mind, in my head, this is where we all came from. The dreams we had, the love we shared, this is what we're waiting for. In my mind, in my head, this is where we all came from. In my mind, in my head, this is where we all came from. In my mind, in my head, this is where we all came from. The dreams we had, the love we shared, this is what we're waiting for. In my mind, in my head, this is where we all came from. In my mind, in my head, this is where we all came from. In my mind, in my mind, in my head, this is where we all came from. The dreams we had, the love we shared, this is what we're waiting for. In my mind, in my head, this is where we all came from. In my mind, in my head, this is where we all came from. This
Greetings, aloha, and welcome. I would like to start this evening by playing a song. I'm sure many of you will know it. It is by a man called Neil Young, and it's called I'm Searching for a Heart of Gold. And I know that we've all been searching for a heart of gold, and I'm here to tell you that gift of legacy is the heart of gold. So good evening to everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for being a part of Gift of Legacy. I just lost my screen. Hold on a second. Oh, there you are. Okay. So welcome, everybody. It has been 2 weeks of some serious soul searching, some serious blinkers on, and just moving forward no matter what. So I would really just like to take this evening right now to ask you all to please put your hands on your heart, because we are all here to create a change, and we are all here to make a difference in the world. And if you're not here for those reasons, we don't want you here. This is not a place for everybody. This is a place for the people that are willing to stand up for what they want to believe in, for what they know is right and true. And Gift of Legacy is a platform and something that we created so that there could be abundance in the world. So there would be no need for scamming or stealing or screwing people over or pushing them out of the way. We created it so that everybody would have a chance and a fair chance at thriving, not just surviving. So put your hands on your hearts and look at every single person that you can see on your screen and share the love that we all have inside, the universal love that binds us all together, because that is what counts at the end of the day. Yes, money is something that we require right now, but it's not something that it can give us comfort. It's not something that can put a hand on the shoulder, make you feel better. It's not a person that you can talk to about where you're at in your life. It's just an energy. And sometimes we give it too much of our own energy instead of standing true for who we are and really believing that we are the source of our abundance. It comes from us, from the way that we perceive and think of the world. So I beg of you to please just remember that. Don't allow the energy of greed to come in and shadow your mind, because we've all got it. We've all got a dark side. There has to be dark there cannot be dark without the light, and there cannot be light without the dark. It's recognizing the dark within us and saying, I see you, and you're not going to get hold of me. So please, we are here for beautiful reasons. We're here because we want to change the world. And if there are people out there that are not in alignment with us, don't fight them, because a fight will just create more fights. Be at peace, bless them, and move on and focus on why you are here. Focus on you and what you're doing and the people that you are bringing in. So I'm going to start the presentation, and then we are going to have a chat with everybody. Okay, welcome to Gift of Legacy. Gift of Legacy is a beautiful gifting activity that is creating abundance all over the world. And it is really, really important, as I'm sure you've all realized, that you be very careful and selective in who you bring into this beautiful community and tribe. It is truly by invitation only. So just a little disclaimer. The information that I'm sharing here is not to be construed as financial advice. Neither myself nor any of the presenters or gift of legacy are registered financial tax advisors, and the information given is only intended to give examples of what a participant may expect. Our gifting economy comes from sacred economics. It's tracing back to the 60s in the Western culture, but it has been in tribes for centuries already. It's been off the mainstream for decades. It's 100% legal, and Ubuntu is what we say for communities working together. It's a global gifting activity. We're in over 100 countries. We are uplifting communities all over the world. And this is a beautiful journey of abundance, but also self-development. And I'll go into that a little bit more as we go on. But this really, it really teaches you to have confidence within yourself, to share something from the heart and not from the mind. And it teaches you how to create abundance and how to look after abundance. Because we all know that very many people that have won the lottery did not become millionaires after that. They landed up exactly where they were. And I believe that gift of legacy helps you to create abundance and then maintain the energy of being abundant for the rest of your life if you choose it. So we are really just more than a gifting activity. We have helped each other grow over the last 2 years. We've succeeded. And when we haven't succeeded, we've supported one another and uplifted one another. When you join Gift of Legacy, you gift from your heart. When you become a builder, you share the love. When you become a guide, you're guiding your team. And of course, when you become the legend, that is truly when you are building your legacy and when you get to receive all the abundance that's due to you. We are truly a community with the same vision. And that is, we are changing lives. It's no longer that we want to, it's that we are. So, Gracious Givers. Gracious Givers is a movement that is in charge of looking after the website. Remember that Gracious Givers is a non-profit, and we rely on donations to keep GL going. As you can see from this beautiful image of the fun fair, there's a lot of maintenance that needs to go into making sure that the Ferris wheel and the roller coasters are safe. And that's what GGM does. Just reminding you that Gift of Legacy is not a company. It's not owned by anyone. We are the custodians and we make sure to look after it, but by no means are we the owners of it. That's not how we wanted it created. And it is purely a website that manages movement on the boards. The rest is truly up to you guys. So we are a non-profit company that is managed by our core team, and we've been generously covering the costs of ongoing development, service fees, and much more since the very inception of our Gift of Legacy. All gifts that are given to GGM or our angel positions that are across the boards totally fund our worldwide gifting activity. And this is, of course, hosted on a platform that needs to constantly be maintained and upgraded as our community grows. And as you are all aware, because we've been very transparent, there are huge monthly costs, and the community relies on gifts generated by GGM. Now, as we all know, it would be great if we were legends in receiving all the time, but there is a time where we are a gifter and then a builder and then a guide, and only once in a while do we become legend and then reap the rewards. So please bear in mind, when you are on a gold or a silver or a platinum and you're receiving gifts, please don't forget the donate button that is right there underneath all your boards. All it takes is a couple of dollars from every single person, and we will be here for a long time to come. So coal has arrived, and what a journey it was to get there, and what a journey it's been just to maintain everything about coal. So this is what coal looks like. If you look on your computer, you'll get a view in a landscape. And if you look on a phone, it will look more like this. Over here, you can see is the GGM donate button. So it's on everybody's boards and website. Please make sure that you are, when you are on the website, you are on www.giftoflegacyglobal.com. Please make sure, I mean, there are banks out there that have really good scams going where you think that you're logging into your bank account, you'll get an email saying that you need to click a link, and you will go and you will think that you're on your bank account, and it won't be. The only way that you can make sure that you're in a safe space is by checking the URL, and ours is very plain. It's giftoflegacyglobal.com. So make sure that although this is what our boards look like, it can be very easy to copy them. Always just trust your intuition. You're already used to sharing this from the heart, and when you're in your heart, you will know when something doesn't feel right. And that is another part of the beautiful self-development that comes with this, is you will smell a rat from a mile away. And if you don't, then it's your lesson, and you will after you've been through that. So how does COL work? Well, let's talk about this first. We have 12 hours on COL to respond. Gifters and legends have 12 hours. Please make sure to be kind and show gratitude and understanding. And please respect time zones, people's lifestyle, language differences, and of course, new people learning how gifting methods work. Now, of course, if you are a legend and a gifter has landed on your board and you've made contact and you're chatting, then you know, you can make a plan to make it a little bit longer than 12 hours. But 12 hours is the guideline because we want people to get onto the boards, get through, and get to bronze as soon as possible. So remember, just like a theme park, the COL is the train that will take you to the Ferris wheel. So remember, the COL board is only here to get us to bronze. Why? Because we don't think small at Gift of Legacy. We think big. That's why we have the $5,000 platinum board. And it's not for the elite. It's not for the people that came in first. It is for every single person, and you can all get there if you follow the guidelines. So it is an optional starter board, which means that if you get an invite link to join and you sign up and you go onto your back office, you will see you can peak at a COL or a bronze. It is up to you whether you want to start on bronze or COL. But if you are so crazy about lineages and you want to be with your lineage, then save up $100, get the invite link, join bronze, and you will be with your lineage straight away. All right. Everyone who joins Gift of Legacy must invite their 2 people. That has been the guideline and something that needs to happen from the very beginning. And without people, the boards will not move. It's as simple as that. So the guidelines, remember that all gifters that start on COL are blended. That means that you get an invite link, you peak, you join, you get through the board, and then you can get on to bronze. So as this beautiful image that Adele created looks like, you're standing amongst a whole lot of people to get into the park. You're not going to wait now on the sidelines and wait for all of your friends to get there before you go stand in the line. No, you're all going to go stand in the line and then go and possibly meet at the first Ferris wheel. That's how it's going to work. So remember, when you have joined the board and a COL board, you must gift the legend. It is a starter board, so there is no perpetual cycle. And the reason is we don't want anybody to be stuck going round and round and round and only allowing themselves to get $200. We are here to create abundance in the world. It is our birthright. $200, sorry, that's thinking too small. So we've created this so that you can get the $200. So $100 will take you to bronze, and you get to keep another $100. How does it get better than that? And once you've confirmed on bronze, you will appear as somebody's invitee. So when you're on coal, you can invite from coal, but only when you're on bronze will you count towards someone's invitees. Coal is a one and done. It does not have a perpetual cycle. Please don't allow the people that are new to this, don't allow them to cloud the vision that we have. Coal is never going to be perpetual, no matter how many people cry about it. And if they are not happy, then please, by all means, let them go and find another gifting program that allows them to go perpetual and earn $200 over and over again. Gift of Legacy is here because we think big. So you join with an unconditional, non-refundable gift of $25. When you're a legend, you receive $200, and then you use that $100 to join the bronze board, and that will start your journey right through from bronze to silver to gold and then platinum. And all of those boards are perpetual. So you get to keep $100. And the beautiful thing is that every single active user that is in Gift of Legacy will be able to join a coal board. They can go through it once. And obviously, because you're on the bronze board already, you would get to keep $200. That is a token of love and gratitude from us. And please make sure to join. It's $25. Let's have some fun. There are 500,000, probably more by now, active users. Imagine if all 500,000 users joined a coal board. It would be the most absolute fun, and we would meet so many incredible people and people that are already on Gift of Legacy. And for those that haven't, well, what a ride. You get on, and in no time you'll get to bronze, and your journey can really begin. So blending is back. It came back on the 28th of October. And it's returned following security improvements. So when we spoke about security improvements, there was a lot going on behind the scenes with the program itself. We had cyber attacks, and it's very scary when that happens because, you know, the developer and our people that run the servers, they have to get out of bed and they have to work. It's just, you can't let anything like that go. And of course, that costs money. So remember that everything that we do is a benefit for the GL community. Coal is a starter board. It has no perpetual cycle, and it allows us to connect with the worldwide Gift of Legacy community. Lineages are still there. So those of you that are happy to work in lineages, you'll still connect with your lineage from bronze to platinum. All the more reasons to bring as many people as you can to join Coal. And remember that we are always looking for fun. So please do not be shy to click that donate button. And remember, we are asking you to donate from the gifts that you've received. And that is in abundance. So when you join Coal, you'll be on a board with people across the world. It's called blending. You gift the legend and progress to bronze. Your profile is linked to your inviter's profile, and there is where you'll meet your people on bronze. When you are confirmed on bronze, you're allocated to your inviter's invitee status. I hope that translates okay. And lineages, of course, apply from bronze to platinum. So let's embrace the worldwide community. It's been so wonderful to meet so many different people from all over the world. And my friend said to me, when are you coming to Egypt again? We're going to go next year. And I said, no ways. Next year, 2024, I'm coming to South America. So you guys better get ready because we are coming to celebrate Gift of Legacy with all of you over there. So did you know that the Ferris wheel from the fun fair represents the perpetual cycle? The goal of Gift of Legacy is to be on the perpetual cycle on all 4 of the boards. So it's $100, the $400, the $1,600, and of course, perpetually on the $5,000 board. Remember that only once your invitees join and are confirmed on a bronze board, they are allocated then to your invitee count. And I love the image of this Ferris wheel with the couple on it. And remember, when you are a gift on your board, make sure you have your gift ready when you join. Contact the legend on board chat or with a WhatsApp or email or Telegram message. Remember, never ask for credit or a discount. The legend truly does need the full 8 gifts to progress further. And please remember on call that if you are asked to be removed or are removed 3 times by the legend, your profile will be deleted and your phone number will be blocked. Remember that with gifting, there comes etiquettes, and we are from different languages. So just make sure that the gifter and legend agree on the gifting method. Remember that the gifter sends the gift and covers the transfer fees. And of course, the legend will then receive $25, $100, $400, $1,600, or $5,000 in their account. And of course, then the legend will cover the fees to withdraw their money from their account. When you are using cryptocurrency, please make sure that you are sharing. You can either share a screenshot like that, but always make sure that you copy and paste your wallet address so that the gifter can make sure to copy and paste the address in its totality, and then they can, gift with ease and just copy and paste that in the wallet that they're sending from. And also just remember, the gifter must send an extra $1 or so to make sure that everybody gets their full gift. I always like to use the analogy of a gift. When you get a present, you don't ask for the person whose birthday it is to pay for the wrapping paper and the bow. So that all comes complete. So this is what a call board looks like. Remember, you are going to have you joining. You're going to give the legend $25. And then, of course, there's going to be people joining from all over the world. And you will just carry on mixing together and blending until you get to bronze. So the best way to manage your gifts is you can use your first 4 gifts to then, we call it fast track, and join the higher board. And then, of course, you can then enjoy the next 3 gifts. So you'll join your bronze, and you do that by clicking on peak. Peak will show you which board that you're on. And please, only when you are serious about joining, click join, because like we said, if you get removed too many times, you will not be able to get back into Gift of Legacy. Please remember that when you are on a board, like I just said, if you press the quit button, your profile will be permanently deleted in 7 days. So if you happen to press the quit button, you will see immediately that your profile gets a red square around it. And the only one that can reactivate your profile is the legend on the board. So if that does happen, just make sure to contact the legend, ask them to please reactivate you, that you made a mistake. And if you don't do that, your profile will be permanently deleted within the 7 days. So please make sure that you don't press buttons unnecessarily. And we always ask, are you sure, before anything happens? So you actually have to click twice to get something done. So some new features and advice for protecting yourself from being scammed. I think Melissa, Hercules, Adele, before I carry on, would you guys like to just say a few words, or should I carry on and then you talk after me? There we go.
Cans, just to make it easier, can we please ask if Melissa, Hercules, myself can be made co-host? It's a lot easier for us to then speak when we need to. Thanks. That's all I need to say now. Thank you.
Let me just do that. There we go. All right. So do you want me to carry on?
Yes, carry on. You're on a roll, sister. Go for it, Cans.
So, of course, you guys want to know what you are donating to. And, Melissa knows the jargon. So I put this presentation together with the help of Adele with all of her images. So please excuse me if I haven't explained it exactly like it is for all of you computer geniuses out there. But what your donations have paid for so far. So of course, the coal board, we launched the coal board. And then as soon as we launched the coal board, there were lots of things that had to be sorted out, like the massive server upgrade that we had to do. The board chat history, I don't know if any of you have noticed that we managed to get the board chat history deleted and start fresh. We were able to change the invite link to coal and not starting from bronze, because you'll all remember that when we launched coal, nobody could actually invite from coal, and community wasn't happy about that at all. So we had to get that changed as soon as possible. And then, of course, due to the scamming, we didn't know what else to do. So we had to temporarily change to lineage. And of course, the developers and the people that provide us the service had to really do a lot of overtime to deal with the cyber attack we faced. We also removed the 21-day guideline. So that banner that was freaking everybody out, that was counting down, that's actually only supposed to be for bronze. So we had to remove that because the developer thought that we wanted it for coal as well. So we've removed that, the banner's gone, and the timer is off for the coal boards. So the user will now have 21 days to gift the legend on bronze, but there is no time limit for coal. If a user is removed from the coal board 3 times, they'll be removed from GL. And this is just something that's very interesting. If a user is removed 3 times from their perpetual board, so that means you were on one side of the board, that closed, you went off, did your thing, became a legend, received all your gifts, and now you wanted to go perpetual, and now you landed up on the other side of the board you were originally on. And now that's not where you want to be, because you want to go and follow your lineage. But we don't leave anyone behind. So you have to go back to your board. And that is your perpetual board. If all 8 gifters leave and the board closes, then your perpetual board will be following your inviter. But if that doesn't happen and one side of the board is left open, that is where you will go. And if you are removed 3 times as a gifter from that board, you will not be able to join a board on that level until that board is closed. So please make sure that you're going in and assisting, because that is what we are doing. We're helping one another. We're not pushing each other out of the way. We're helping one another, and then we'll go back to our inviters. So invite links are now available. So you can go into your profile, even if you're on a coal board, and you can generate a link and then copy that link. The invitee will always follow the inviter, not on coal though. And of course, then if an inviter's board is full, you will get a message to say the inviter's board is full. And then if you choose to wait, you can wait. Otherwise, you will go to another board that is linked to somebody else in the lineage. This is a very, very, very important thing that we need you guys to get across to everybody. So when you get onto a board, when you see your legend, you click on the legend's username, an info box will come up, and we really urge you to make sure that you take a picture of that info box, because we all know that people were coming in and they were removing gifters because they knew that a gifter would come back straight away and they wouldn't have to worry and they could keep collecting gifts. When that happened, it was so quick that the poor gifter didn't have a chance to see anybody else on the board. So before you even make contact with the legend, make sure that you've taken a screenshot, because not only does it have your legend's information, it also has the inviter's username and the inviter's email address. So make sure that you've got that for your records. And this is really to protect you guys. Also, please make sure that you as a legend are not sharing a screenshot of your board. The reason being is when you log in, you will see that your name, wherever you are on the board, whether you're a gifter, a builder, a guide, or a legend, your name will be in yellow. So if you are sending a picture of your board with your name in yellow as a legend, that's opening up another opportunity for a scammer to use that picture to say, hey, I'm a legend on your board. And if you are trusting, like so many of us are, you will just go ahead and gift that legend. So please do not share screenshots of your board when you're a legend. People will ask you, and you can just tell them to send a screenshot of their board. And then you can just confirm that you are indeed on that board. So the important new feature that is launching on Friday. Now, just bearing in mind, we want to say thank you so much for all of the hard work that all of the leaders have put in, doing extra Zooms, going above and beyond to collect the donations. It's very sad that we got to just under, I think, 74%, and it stopped. The minute that we actually started the coal boards blending again, the donations completely stopped. And we needed to put an important feature to protect everybody. And again, we've had to do so without the support of the community because we didn't even get to 100%. Herky?
Yeah, I was just going to say, Ken, so sorry to interrupt. It didn't completely stop, but it slowed down 95% from what we received. So it virtually stopped.
Okay. I like to exaggerate sometimes, forgive me. So it came to such a slowdown that we had to implement this feature. And as always, you know, the money comes when it needs to. So we just are very, very, very hopeful that we can still get the rest of the donations in because this is happening. What we are doing now is a legend, and this is only applying to coal. A legend will now, from Friday, will let the community know when it's happening, but a legend may only remove one gifter every 12 hours. So remember, make sure to take a screenshot of the legend's info box before you send the gift. But now, as a legend, once you remove a gifter, you will not be able to remove another one for 12 hours. So that is the best that we could do right now with what we have. And once more donations come in, there's been a lot of beautiful suggestions that were made by many, many people. We've been flooded with incredible ideas, many of which we've tried and tested and haven't worked. So they're not viable, but there are a lot that were really great, but they come at a cost. And one of the suggestions was that the gifter also has a tab to say whether they have gifted or not, so that, you know, when a legend says yes and a gifter says yes, then it matches and then it confirms. However, in our experience, we have gifters that lie. So if a gifter says they've gifted and a legend says they haven't, who are we going to trust and how are we going to manage that? So it really is a great idea. Unfortunately, people tend to tell untruths. So the other suggestions that we had quotes for, and it was literally going to be the same price as creating another coal board. So this is the option that we've got right now. And
Ken, sorry. I think you need to just mention a suggestion that came up a lot was the legend's ability to remove a gifted to be taken away. From a practical point of view, that is not possible, and you will explain why not.
B, I'll let you talk for a change.
Guys, talk slowly, please. We are typing. Please.
So, okay, Hercules, Melissa just ran away. I asked her to talk and she hid away. So, Hercules, I missed what you said there because my computer skipped. So, don't you want to just say again?
I'll just most of the suggestions that we received was that we remove the legend's ability to remove a gifter. But we cannot do that because if a gifter is non-responsive, It will block the board if the legend is not able to remove the gifter. And that is why GL is designed the way it is, where the legend has the ability to remove the gifter, to prevent boards from being blocked due to unresponsive gifters. And that's why we couldn't implement it.
Thanks, Herky. And then also just to add to that, the legend's ability to remove a gifter was a feature that we put in after we launched Gift of Legacy, because initially, sorry, 1 second. I've got a new cat and he's being so naughty. Anyway, so we didn't have that feature before. And what was happening was gifters were coming onto boards. They could come on and remove themselves and see where they wanted to be and remove themselves, which is why we also brought in the peak function. But what happened was every level of scamming that you can imagine, because a gifter would come on, contact the legend, they'd get the details of the legend, and then they would impersonate the legend and contact all the other gifters on the board saying that they were the legend. And if you weren't savvy and you didn't check the numbers, you would land up gifting the gifter and not the legend. Another very, very hectic case that we had was that a gifter came onto the board, said, "Hi, I'd like to gift you. I'm new to PayPal. I'm going to send you my PayPal link, and then you can follow the link." The link wasn't a PayPal link, but when you clicked on it, it looked like you were on PayPal. So you put in your username for PayPal, you put in your password, but it was a phishing scam. So then that legend had your password and your login details for PayPal. They went into PayPal, cleaned your PayPal account out, and they knew that the password you used for PayPal would probably be the same password you used for Gift of Legacy. So we had an instance where somebody took over somebody's profile and they were taking money from gifters, and they had about 20 browsers open so that they were always logged in. So every time we kicked them out so we could change the user info, they would be back in because they had all these browsers open. So there's a reason why we have the peak function now and why you have to click peak before you can join a board. We have to have the ability for a legend to remove a gifter. And it's really important that we make sure that the person that we are giving money to, their details, their phone number matches what is on the info box. It's extremely, extremely important.
And
Adele?
can I point out something, Melissa? I don't know if you want to back me up on this one, but one of the reasons for the remove button was because people were landing on boards, and the legend was losing the joy of being a legend. We became debt collectors. We had to follow up and chase people and message them and say, "Hey, I'm a legend. Are you ready to gift me?" And it's actually supposed to be such a joyful experience to be a legend. You shouldn't have to go to your own birthday party and ask your guests for a present. You know, it's weird. So that's one of the reasons, Phyllis, am I right, that we make sure that people have that remove button. Can you
Good
speak,
evening,
Phyllis?
everybody. You 100% correct. Sorry about earlier. As you guys can see, I'm in darkness, but I've managed to connect. But Adele, you're 100% correct. It was becoming frustrating for legends when they couldn't actually remove a gifter from a board, because sometimes people would just join boards. This is prior to us having the peak function that Candace has explained. And the legend would not have the ability to actually remove themselves. So you remove the gifter off their board when a gifter was actually just having a look to see what the next board was. So, and as Adele says, robbing or taking the joy out of being a legend, it wasn't fun anymore. So yeah, you're 100% correct there.
And never mind the amount of support tickets that our wonderful support team have to face. If we do not have that ability as legends, everybody emails support, then nothing is going to be handled other than removing gifters. So, you know, we as a community, we're adults. We all know the terms and conditions. We know the guidelines. We're supposed to know the guidelines. And it's something small that we can do amongst ourselves that we don't need to then take to the support team.
Thank you. All right, so then just a notice from us. Sorry, I'm out of breath now. I was chasing the cats around the house. So Gift of Legacy is decentralized. It's purely a gifting activity, and the users that join agree to terms and conditions, and they agree to follow the guidelines. It's something that you have to do when you sign up. And we as the custodians oversee the system and all matters regarding the functioning of the system. We participate in Gift of Legacy just like everybody else. And our role definitely does not extend to resolving conflicts between users. That is something that we all have to figure out to do on our own. And it's part of our spiritual journey and our self-development. And unfortunately, we cannot be responsible and compensate any user who is scammed. So please be cautious when sending and receiving gifts. Check that personal info box and only gift the legend on the board, and always take a screenshot of the board with the legend's info box open. Please remember that we're all adults and we really need to resolve matters between ourselves. And please, we ask you with love in our hearts, do not contact the custodians to intervene in personal matters between users. We've put a lot of love and energy into this program, and we prefer to keep our vibration high. We've had a lot of our own conflicts that we've had to resolve ourselves, and we didn't have anybody that we could go to help us. So we always say, be the examples of what we wish to see in the world, and be the change that you want to see in the world. So thank you so much for listening, and I'm going to hand over to Melissa and Herky. I don't know if you want to go into more detail about anything else that I could have possibly missed.
Yeah, Gans, I just want to highlight the security matter. We've had a lot of comments made by leaders about the community expecting a lot of security so that they are protected. The security feature that you've just shared with everybody, being the timer, it is just a deterrent. It's not a security. You can never, not even the bank or any bank can give you 100% foolproof online platform. You're always exposed to scammers that come up with ideas. But the biggest security feature is us, personally. We need to think, we need to be focused when we get information from the legend or vice versa from the gifter. We are the biggest security feature that this platform can ever have. We will never have enough funding. Even if the community contributes millions of dollars, you will never have a system that will be 100% foolproof for security, because the twisted minds of people can never be preempted. People are very creative, and it's unfortunate. So we do what we can do that is practical, affordable, and the rest is up to us as individuals. I just wanted to share that. Thanks.
Thanks so much. Adele?
Melissa, maybe can we also just go through, it's the one graphic we forgot to highlight this evening. It is on the Telegram. An important custodians put out an important notice, and I'm going to read it. It says, please do not message custodians, support, and admin personally. If you've got a query, these are the first 4 steps that you should follow. The first step, check the information posted on the official Gift of Legacy Telegram channel and group. The English official Gift of Legacy channel and group are the groups that the custodians manage. They post all the information there first. It is then translated onto the worldwide language groups. So even if you're on the Spanish, Brazilian, Portuguese, German, any other language group, you should be on the English one, because that's where the information gets posted first. And because of time zones, the admin on that Telegram group sometimes post way before you wake up and before our wonderful translators wake up. So check information. When you open a Telegram group, don't just start typing. Go back and read all the unread messages, because you will get your answer before you've typed your question. Please, you know, we put a lot of effort into those Telegram groups, but no one reads 2 or 3 steps up. Just go and read. That's your first step. Second step, watch recorded presentations and look out for the official Gift of Legacy YouTube channel. Subscribe to it, because every time something new is posted, you will be told that it's posted, and go and watch it. Don't watch the first 5 minutes or skip to the end. Watch the whole thing, because there are so many golden nuggets that you need to listen to and learn from. And there's trainings and there's all sorts of things there that can assist you in your journey. Step number 3, on your profile, top right corner, there's personal information, and then there's academy. The academy is there to teach you. That's what an academy is about. On there is the link tree. The link tree has everything that you need to know about Gift of Legacy. There are interactive buttons that you can click on and share. There are presentations, the YouTube channel link. There is the A to Z document that answers every single question. Don't go asking on the Telegram group, why have I got a half brown circle? Go look in the A to Z document, because if you're asking that question, you haven't read the A to Z document. I can quickly go into Academy, get the answer and post it, yes. But I'm giving you the answer. You need to go and learn and get those answers. So go and look at the Academy in the link tree and learn it. Step 4, speak to your inviter. We all want our lineages. We all want our teams. But you don't ask your leaders for help. Speak to them. And when you have done all 4 steps and you really, really cannot find the answer, then you send a support ticket. And our support team are a very small group of people because of the sensitive nature of the support tickets that they deal with. They are volunteers, they have jobs, they have lives, and they have other things to do. They take weekends off. From now on, they will be taking weekends off. They are not going to respond to you. If you haven't had a reply in 8 to 10 days, yes, I know it's a long time, but they don't get paid. If you don't get a response in 8 to 10 days, you reply to your original email, and in the subject title, you put a few keywords and you say help or urgent. And please be polite and kind to the support team, because they are volunteers who are doing their utmost to help you. And that's what you need to do. Gift of Legacy has always been designed to be automated, just like our wonderful website. The custodians, the admin, and support are not at your beck and call. Leaders, participants, everybody, we are all adults. The information is out there. There is so much information. Go find it and check it out, and don't hound these custodians. Don't hound the admin. Give them a break. Everything that you've asked for, they have tried to give you. Now give them a break and let's let this wonderful theme park function. It's automated. It's working the way it should. Trust the system, trust the people in charge, and just enjoy the rides. But don't ask for everything to be done for you. You're quite capable of finding the information. Phyllis?
Sure. Thank you, Adele. Thank you so much. And thank you also for everything that you do. I'm sure the community knows you are responsible for our beautiful infographics that come out. So we just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you. And sure, to everybody who is DMing me currently, while Adele's saying this, on Telegram, on WhatsApp, I just want to say,
It's on you.
firstly, No, I want to say, guys, listen, I know a lot of you are asking me the very same 3 questions. So I'm going to address them right now. First one is, you guys want to know, okay, so we're back to blending our coal boards. So as Candace said earlier on, we went from blending and then we had to switch over to lineage so that we can get the system operating optimally to revert back to blending. And now we are back to blending. And everybody's asking, but why is it taking so long? When we started blending, oh my gosh, with the coal boards, it was bam, 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 bam. It was so exciting. And guys, it can be exciting again. And let me tell you how. We've got over 500,000 participants in Gift of Legacy. Take a moment and think about that for a second. Over 500,000 active participants. We may have lost a chunk in the beginning of the year, but we're still over 500,000. So let's say 250,000 people who are active participants on either bronze, silver, gold, or platinum decide, you know what, I'm going to take advantage of the beautiful gift that we have given you, and we are going to go and join a coal board. Because coal, as Adele's beautiful graphic explains, is here's an opportunity for you to meet people in the community. Just in the past 2 weeks, I've met people in Argentina, Brazil. Gosh, somebody was in Australia. There was Canadians, there's Italians. It's amazing. When I took my existing Gift of Legacy profile and I went and I joined a coal board. And guess what, guys? I'm going to get a thank you, like how you can get a thank you of $200 for gifting you $25 to a complete stranger. So in order to get the Vuma, as our South Africans say, back into the coal boards, let us all go and join the coal boards. And because there is no lineage on coal, and we are back to blending, if more people who are current participants join the coal boards, then we will start seeing movement again. And because it is totally blended, and yes, I know a lot of us are like, oh, you know what, Phyllis, I've invited to coal, my invitees to my specific coal board, but they're going to another coal board. Guys, guess what? When they get their $200, when they graduate off that coal board, they are going to come and click join onto a bronze board. And because you're the invitee, provided that there's space on your board or somewhere within your lineage, they will come and join you and your team on the bronze board, on the silver board, on the gold board, and on the platinum board. The coal board essentially is a wonderful opportunity for all of us to get to know each other again and to remember that we are in a gifting community. South Africans, you guys know the term Ubuntu. We need to find the Ubuntu and the heart and the love. We need to put the love back into gifting, guys. And I think coal is a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful opportunity for all of us to get back into the heart of gifting. As Candace said earlier, lay your hand on your heart. Remember your heart. Remember why we are doing this. And if everybody joins coal, guess what? The coal boards will start moving amazingly again. So yes, I'm so excited, guys. We are back to blending. And let's be also fun and courteous and excited to meet people from other parts of the world. Don't be rude. Take into consideration time constraints. I had somebody phoning me at 3 a.m. in the morning a couple of weeks ago, and I'm like, guys, I'm in South Africa. It's 3:15 in the morning. Can I get back to you when it's, 8 a.m. at least? So, just remember time zones. How do you check time zones? Very easily. Go into Google. Type the plus with the first 4 digits of the person's phone number. Ask what area they're in. That's what I do. And I find it, okay, Argentina. What's the time in Argentina compared to South Africa? It'll give me a time frame. I'll send a message knowing that if that person is asleep, they'll probably only get back to me in probably 4 to 6 hours time. And that's okay. So just be mindful when communicating with other people. Adele, any other questions?
I can go first.
Sorry, I know you work very closely with the developer. So this waiting 12 hours for the remove button. I know Ken said Friday, but I know sometimes things might be not, we can't say 9 o'clock Friday morning. We're saying anytime from Friday, right? Like
Yes.
you can expect it anytime from Friday. And if it doesn't happen Friday, it might happen Saturday, right?
100%. We will let the
Okay.
community know as soon as it's done. So remember, as Candace said, there will be a legend on a cold board can only remove one gifter every 12 hours. So if you've got somebody on your board that you need to remove as a gifter, you'll remove them. And if somebody else wants to be removed, they will only be able to remove 12 hours after the previous gifter has been removed. So guys, remember, we spent a lot of effort last year implementing the peak function. So please have a peek. Have a look at the board, then click join, and then join the board. And be ready to gift your legend when you join the board. Because once you have clicked join, you are telling the legend that you've got that $25 in your pocket with the beautiful bow and the wrapping to give to your legend. Because a lot of people, especially, they're like, oh, I didn't know it had to be the full $25. Don't be a negotiator. As Adele said, we're not debt collectors. We are a community-based program. We give with love, and we will receive abundance in love tenfold. So give with the cheerful heart so that you can receive with the cheerful heart. So please, when you're giving your gift, include that extra $1 or $2 if it is required, so that you make sure that the legend gets the full $25 or the full $100. I mean, there's been instances where somebody generously gifted me. Okay, wait, there was a bit of an error when I was gifted on the $25 board. Somebody gifted me $2,225 and I almost fell off my chair. And I was like, no. And I returned the gift. This is on via PayPal, and then they gifted me $225, and then I had to return the gift again, and I felt so awful. But the wonderful thing is nobody was getting charged fees, and then eventually they apologized, and then they said, Melissa, here's an extra $3 for your trouble. And I'm like, no, you didn't have to do that. They were like, no, but I wanted to because it's a gift. And it just reminded me of what Candace said. When we get gifts, we make them all pretty, we put bows, a balloon. So that's how I felt. So thank you to that person. You know who you are. So thank you. And yeah, sure, $2,225. That was a bit of a shock.
And maybe while we're talking about this, Candace and Willis, you know more than me. But in terms of sending and receiving gifts, we have said since before GL launched that you need to have 3, maybe 4 gifting methods. Because we are a worldwide community, we have really been encouraging people to get to know cryptocurrency. I've had to learn. It took me a while, but I'm finding it really, really easy now to send and receive crypto. It's very quick. The transfer fees are very low, but not everybody is affair with crypto. And so we do need, like Melissa said, PayPal or something else. Willis, do you want to touch on that? Because some people are getting a bit annoyed when the legend doesn't have crypto, and then they're saying that, some platforms don't work in their countries. What are we recommending? What are we saying? I mean, we know Wise, we're not into Wise anymore because they just shut down. But what are safe gifting methods for people to use, and why do we need 3 or 4 methods?
The reason for needing 3 or 4 methods is because in South Africa, usually with South Africans, we will gift in ZAR, in South African rand, so we can give bank account to bank account. In the US, it's easier from bank account to bank account. But however, with Carla in Portugal, she's not South African, so I have to gift her, and I want to send my gift because I'm so excited to send her a gift. So I'll contact Carla and say, Carla, what are your available gifting methods? And then Carla will be so excited to be getting a gift from me. She'll be like, oh my gosh, Melissa, I've got PayPal, I've got crypto, I've got, you know what I mean? How would you like to gift me? And then she's given me options which I have, and then I'll choose the best option for me to send her a gift. So it's important for us to have options because we are a global community. We are not living on an island. We are not just South Africans. We are Africa. We are the Americas. We are the Europe. We are Asia, we are Australia, etc. So we've got to remember that there are various methods of gifting. And one of the simplest ones, as you say, Nadal, is cryptocurrency, and more specifically USDT.
That's right. And Candice, do you want to maybe touch on like who, I'm not going to say who has rank, but we have a gifter, we have a legend, and we cannot find a compromise. What happens then? The gifter kind of has to find a way to send to the legend, because that's the joy of receiving, right?
Yes. So just for an example, I know in South Africa, when we first started Gift of Legacy, we all used the word stokvel to send one another gifts, and they blocked our Y's. Sorry, I don't know if I said Y's. So we were all using Y's, and instead of saying gift, we used the word stokvel, which is kind of a South African word for gift. And they didn't know what that meant. They thought it was some scam, and they literally blocked all of our Y's accounts. So none of us in South Africa have got Y's. And we don't have Revolut in South Africa. I know Revolut is very, very popular in Europe. Unfortunately, it's not here. We've all applied. It says there's 9,000 people that have applied, and they'll be here soon. But that was 2 years ago. I know in South America, a lot of people don't have PayPal. Or if they do, the charges on PayPal is a lot. So we really have found that the easiest way is USDT to USDT. But like Adele said, if the legend and the gifter can't find a compromise, the gifter has to make a plan to use one of the options that the legend has given. So remember, it is the opportunity to receive, and in doing so, they have the final say to receive and from where. So, Hercules, did you want to say something?
Yeah, people could go on groups and ask for help. I've helped some people who don't have PayPal, an example, but they have Wise, and I've got access to my son's Wise, and so they send me Wise, and I help them out with PayPal. So people should go on groups and find to ask. Don't be shy. Just ask who can assist me, and people will help one another. It's all for a common goal.
And that doesn't mean you must all contact Hercules to ask him to help you with Wise and PayPal. Don't contact the custodians. Go on your groups, speak to your communities, and speak to your people, not the custodians, please, people.
And whatever you do, please do not use the word gift, especially on PayPal. I've managed to keep my PayPal afloat for the last 2 years. We've educated everybody. If somebody is a gifter on my board and they need information, when I give PayPal, I explain that they must use the friends and family option, because then it's a less of a charge and it goes through straight away. And also I say, please do not say the word gift. And about 4 people wrote gift. And I thought, please don't let this little amount be the reason that PayPal shuts me down. But so far, so good. But just say with love from Carla, with love from Melissa. That's all you need to. And just try and learn crypto, because digital currency is the way that the world is going. Whether it's going to be crypto or something else, it's definitely going more digital. And in South Africa, I still want to be able to receive a gift, like Angela always used to say. I want a suitcase full of $5,000. So yes, I'm still willing to accept cash for anyone in South Africa, because cash. And most of all, please,
I'll be flying to Cape Town to drop it off.
But just have fun. This is fun. It's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be a way to meet people. We're going to encounter scammers. We are the light. We are a very, very bright, shining light in the world right now. And everybody that's looking for a change is looking to us. But they are very programmed and set in the ways of the old. And so many of us still are. So we need to unplug as much as we can and just educate people. And if there's scammers or there's leaders that are coming in that are doing wrong, don't waste too much energy on them. You can try and show them the right way. And if they're not interested, believe you me, they will fade away. People are getting
Absolutely.
wise. They're using their intuition. And if somebody, let me tell you, we've had death threats in this past week because people want lineages back on coal. And coal was never designed for lineages. And if you are one of those people that is threatening gift of legacy and you say you're going to take people away, go right ahead. I invite you to do so, because we only want people that are of the light and are in alignment with their hearts and their vibration with us. And if you want to go and follow somebody that is promising you the world, be very, very careful, because 99.9% of the time, you're going to come back to gift of legacy and you're going to start from the beginning. So we've got a good thing going. We've stood the test of time. We've stood so many different attacks and we're still here and we're not going anywhere. We've made a commitment and we are changing the world one gift at a time. And we invite you to be with us or not. It's your choice. And it's one click away from joining a board. We love you so much. Join Cole. The best way to get people to join you is say you don't need to bring anyone, especially on Cole, even though you do, because the more people you tell they don't need to bring and just bring $25, the more people they're going to share it with anyway. But let's just have fun with this. You know,
Yes.
so many people in the world that can benefit from it now that it's $25. And I know a lot of South Africans will be able to join now because our currency is pretty similar to Brazil and South America. So let's get the people going. Let's get them educated. Let's get them to see the bigger vision of $5,000. Well, it's actually $35,000 because $5,000 goes back. Think big. That's why we're here. We're here to show you that there's a way. We don't need 9-to-5 jobs anymore. We don't need government. We don't need any of that. We have each other and we're all creative and we all have a skill and we all have something to offer this world. So just keep on shining the light that you are. No matter what, just keep shining. Just be you. That's all you need to be. We love you so much. Thank you guys, everything, the team, our world leaders, you know who you are. We are so, so grateful. From our hearts to yours.
Love you guys. Good night.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody. Good morning.